BYU Rugby wins a 4th consecutive national championship. We just spoke with Johnny Linehan, and now the head coach joins us live in Studio B to continue our Monday celebration. David Smyth. Coach, congratulations on winning another national championship.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to be with you all this morning.
The celebration you had once the final whistle was blown was pretty fantastic. I don't know, were you gonna like chest bump, hug, something?
Yeah, I was thinking, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but I was just getting off the ground. My 36-inch vertical there, you know.
Oh, so good. We're showing it, as a matter of fact, on BYUtv right now.
What's that moment like?
Here. Oh, I mean, it's great. I mean, that's what you work for all year. That's what, you know, you hope that you can get to, you know, as you work with the boys and the other coaches. I mean, that's our goal. And they actually achieve it is a great situation.
Are you used to that? Winning the national title? Is that a familiar feeling? Like you expect it?
I don't think you ever get really used to it, you know. I think it's something, as I say, you'd like the experience every year, but each one feels different. So, no, I'm not used to it yet.
Was the feeling of this particular game, we asked Johnny this question as well, was it more celebratory or more relief given what happened in the last minute?
Yeah, actually, a bit of both. I mean, I would be not honest if I told you I wasn't relieved at the end, you know, the way it was going. But I knew going into this game this year, Cal were a better team, and we're going to be a tougher proposition than the year before. So, yeah, definitely, you know, I thought we were the better team on the day. We did what we had to do to win. But, yeah, there was a little relief always at the end there when that final whistle went.
A coach always thinks you can play better after the fact. But how much better do you think you could have played in that game? It seemed like it was closer than it could have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could have executed at some critical times a little bit better. I mean, there were 5 or 6, you know, genuine scoring opportunities that we left on the field there. And I think if we could have really taken them, that, you know, we would have put a bit of daylight between us and Cal. But, you know, it's the heat of the game. It's a final. It's a great opponent. And you just never know. But if we had executed a little better those 5 or 6 times, it would have been, you know, a little bit of an easier victory.
Would you prefer to do that, or, you know what, I just want to win no matter what? Because your blood pressure's probably boiling at the end.
Blood pressure's off the scale by that time. At the end it was. So, yeah, I just want to win. Just want to win.
How was the reception and the crowd being back at Rio Tinto Stadium to play in and celebrate another national title?
It was great. I mean, it's just up the road, few miles, get a lot of Cougar fans up there. I mean, we've been there before. We're familiar with the surroundings, so it's like a second home for us. So we love that situation, and it was just a good experience all the way around.
Johnny told us a little bit about the kick forward to Jared Whippy for a try there. Can you describe kind of that play and that something that you guys work on?
Yeah, we work a lot on it in practice, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't see Jared out on the flank there, and when he kicked the ball, I'm asking myself, what's he doing? I thought, just pass it. We got the numbers out wide. We can score just keeping it in hands. And I thought, oh, no, what's he doing? And then I saw Jared come out there and catch that ball and thought, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was probably the most exciting play of the match. But when you see something like that, would you prefer that he not try that in that instance and just go with the odds and pass it back?
Well, at the time, that's what I was preferring he did, because that's what I saw. I mean, I thought that was money in the bank there. But then, you know, he kicked that ball, and I looked, and, you know, that was the nicest visual I've ever seen of Jared in the last 3 years. He just appeared, caught the ball, and scored. So here we go.
At what point in the last, I don't know, year or two, if at all, did you realize, wow, we have to play well, but we're a better program than Cal right now?
Well, you know, I don't know if we're a better program than Cal. I mean, I think we've had better results in the field, obviously, the last 3 years when we've played them. But they've got a fantastic program. I mean, they have the Rolls Royce of rugby programs in America. So, you know, we control the things that we have control over, and that's putting a good product on the field, getting the boys out there, working at a high level and playing very good rugby. And again, they did it for us this year and got us through. So, for that, we're very grateful.
I tried to lead you, and like a veteran, you didn't take it. Nice work.
BYU head
Jack
rugby
Clark's
coach,
watching right now.
Yeah, David Smyth with us in Studio B, celebrating a 4th consecutive national championship for BYU Rugby. Apparently, this is the year for Jerem to get really cool memorabilia. He got the Josue Rivera neon yellow
No, these
shoes.
are for the set, not me.
Oh, what? Okay.
No, they're the sets.
They're
man.
for the set?
Yeah.
Josue didn't give those to us on the show. He gave them to you at the volleyball
I
match.
asked him on the show
I know.
for the shoes, for the set.
Why are you arguing with me? This is about you. This is awesome.
But
and
it's
there's
not.
another bit of memorabilia that is being brought to celebrate a national champion. Coach, explain what you brought
Sure,
for the show.
Yet again, something I begged for, probably.
Yeah, this is the jersey from the first national championship that
Oh,
won
man.
5 years ago when we
yes.
beat Cal at Stanford. And Jerem was actually there that night. He was helping us, doing a lot of work. And I've been promising him this for 5 years, but it's taken me that long to find it and
wash
get
it.
it here. So, congratulations,
Oh,
Jerem.
thank you.
Hope you enjoy it.
Thank
Wow.
you. Yeah. Yeah. This actually means a lot to me. Thank you. I
betcha.
appreciate
It's
it.
fantastic.
I openly sobbed on the field when BYU won that.
I think we all did that night.
Seriously. That was an
Well,
emotional
and there's a
night. That was
backstory to that.
awesome.
You were roommates with a bunch of the rugby guys.
He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. So I knew what they had, the hard work they had put in. So that's really cool. And that was the beginning of this era of 5 titles in 7 years. And that was the first where, okay, we can beat them. What did that game mean for what you've done the next couple of years?
That was huge. I mean, because we had played Cal, I think, 3 times before that and had lost every time. And that's tough, So to get that first one and get over the hump, it just gives everybody the belief, okay, we've done this once. Now we can do it again. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard, but it is possible. So it was huge in that respect.
Yeah. Mike Leach, who tweeted over the weekend, the former BYU rugby player, Washington State head coach, he went to that game.
He was there. He was
He has a
cheering the Cougars
relationship
that
with the
night.
program.
He does. He actually just graduated right before I got here as a player. But a lot of the guys that I played with and know, he's still very good friends with. Good fan of the program, good supporter, and a good rugby man all the way around. But he was there that night, had a lot of fun.
At Hobosita just asked, where is the at BYU rugby coach from? I love his accent.
I am from Northern Ireland.
Awesome.
Yeah. See, we know that, but now the rest of BYU Sports
Hobosita
Nation
and
knows that.
BYUSN.
You lose a wealth of talent, Coach, including Paul Lasike. He's pursuing NFL dreams.
You did this without Paul, by the way.
Kyle Sumption. What is the expectation level next year when you lose these top-tier rugby athletes?
Yeah, I mean it's like any collegiate sport, It's a revolving door. They come in and they go, and every year we lose some of the greatest guys we've ever had. We've been fortunate though; we just seem to have other ones come in, take their spot, and on we go. So we got to keep the expectations high, but it is very difficult to replace some of those guys. But that's our job as coaches, is to get the boys that are wanting to come and play rugby, kids that come and try out. That's our job, to train them up and to be good rugby players. So we've got a big challenge ahead of us, like we do every year, but we'll keep at it and see how it goes.
What was your reaction to Paul Lasike getting an opportunity with the Arizona Cardinals?
Oh, awesome. Very, very happy for him. I mean, if he has that opportunity, he needs to grasp that and see how far he can take it.
Is there a stipend that BYU Rugby deserves if Paul makes it in the NFL for training him to get to this spot?
I'm thinking, at least 30% of his salary.
30%.
That could do a huge amount of good for us.
What's your relationship like with the football team? Because there is a little give and take there in that you're hoping to get some guys that maybe don't make the team. You can teach them rugby. That's happened a
Sure.
lot. Yet recently they've seen that there's some good athletes and have tried to use those guys like Paul Lasike
Right.
and maybe Johnny Lynn.
Right. I mean, it's very simple for us. I mean, if there's an opportunity there where they can get a scholarship, maybe look at playing at the NFL, we wouldn't ever step in front of that. But we also like them to come back and play rugby in the winter. But the most important thing that we've got to be concerned about is that they're academically staying up where they need to be. So we got to keep a close eye on that, because they're here first and foremost to get an education and to get a degree. So if we can, do as much as we can in those areas and keep everybody happy, great. But rugby is, what we're all about too.
This question just popped into my mind. Is there any archived footage of you playing rugby at BYU,
Yeah, no,
Coach?
there probably is somewhere over in the LRC, but it's probably all, what was it, VHS? And I don't know if there is.
You
There
just
used to
acted
be.
like that was a really old medium, like
Yeah,
1-inch reels
really
or something.
old, really, it could be. Slides, film strips.
That's not a joke, right?
Oh, I want to see it. If that's out there, we've got to get our hands on this. What kind of a rugby player were you at BYU?
I was okay. You know, I just, I showed up and put my jersey on and went out and did what I could just to help the team.
What position were you?
Scrum half mostly, a little bit of fly half.
Okay, so you were Luke Mackey or Johnny Linehan.
Are you one of the greatest Irish BYU rugby players of all time?
I'm probably the only BYU Irish rugby player of all. Well, that's not true, but nearly.
Coach, in all sincerity, great to have you with us again. Congratulations on another national championship.
And thanks for the jersey.
You betcha. Thank you,
Awesome.
guys. Appreciate
Great
it.
stuff.
Thank you.